Dwayne Johnson's latest movie, Skyscraper, fell far short of expectations over the weekend, raising concerns that the action star has become overexposed. Johnson is currently the busiest actor on the planet, having now starred in 5 films in the short span of 14 months, with 4 more scheduled for 2019. Skyscraper, described as Die Hard meets the towering Inferno, took in an estimated $25.5 million in North America and $40.4 million overseas from its first 57 markets, coming in well behind expectations and losing on both fronts to Hotel Transylvania 3: Summer Vacation. Unless Skyscraper can muster up huge numbers in China, where it opens July 20th, the summer event film stands to lose money for Legendary and Universal. According to box office analyst Paul DeGarabedian, while Dwayne Johnson's star power remains undeniable, the performance of Skyscraper underscores the issue of too much of a good thing and diluting interest in known brands, franchises, and stars, where there is not enough breathing space between each project. Skyscraper stars Johnson as a former FBI hostage rescue team leader and amputee now assigned to provide security for a towering skyscraper in China. He must spring into action when his wife, played by Neve Campbell, and children are trapped inside the world's tallest building after villains set fire to it. The film marks the lowest opening for a film Johnson has carried solo since Lionsgate's Snitch, which brought in $13.2 million not adjusted for inflation in 2013. Among his ensemble films and two-handers, last year's summer event Baywatch got beached after debuting to $18.5 million, while Pain and Gain, starring Johnson opposite Mark Wahlberg, opened to only $20.2 million in spring 2013. It's not all bad news for the former WWE wrestler, though. Johnson has been on an upward trajectory since he helped revive Universal's Fast and Furious franchise when appearing in 2011's Fast 5. And earlier this year, Sony's ensemble reboot Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle became the top-grossing film of Johnson's career when it topped out at $961.8 million globally. Rampage, released in April, was something of a letdown in the US with its domestic total of $99 million, but did much better overseas, where the action blockbuster pulled in $326.1 million. Universal and Legendary insiders say Skyscraper was always intended to be more of an international play. But when signing up to make the movie, they no doubt hope to repeat the success of Johnson's San Andreas, which opened to $54.6 million domestically in May 2015. The earthquake disaster epic went on to make $155.2 million in North America and $318.8 million overseas, for a global total of $474 million globally, against a production budget of $110 million. In a press call Sunday morning, Universal President of Domestic Distribution Jim Orr declined to concede that Skyscraper was a disappointment domestically, saying, "Dwayne Johnson is literally and figuratively the biggest movie star on the planet, and we're thrilled to be in business with him." Jeff Bock, a box office analyst with Exhibitor Relations, pins Skyscraper's problems on the movie itself, particularly the parallels with Die Hard and Towering Inferno. According to Bock, it's not so much rock fatigue or overexposure. With the right film, audiences will show up. It's the plain and simple fact that his latest action flick was simply half-baked. It wasn't anything audiences hadn't seen before. At any rate, regardless of the cause of Skyscraper's meek box office debut, there will be some breathing room between now and the latter half of 2019, when Johnson's next big films roll out. Universal's Fast and Furious spin-off Hobbs & Shaw will open on August 2nd, Disney's Jungle Cruise on October 11th, and Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle 2 will debut on December 13th. To read more on this story, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.